Good morning, everyone. I'm so glad you're here with me. I have a great tutorial for you today to get ready for Easter. And this year, Easter is in the middle of April. I believe it's April 17th this year. So we still have time to make Easter treats and things to give out to our friends and family. I went to the store the other day and I bought a bunch of different Easter candy, and I'm going to try and work my way through it and see what different things I can come up with. I know you're going to love today's tutorial if you like to make a lot of different or many holders to give out, because this tutorial is easy and you can make a lot of them without going crazy. And so I designed it for that. And some of my other projects might be a little bit more complicated, but this one today is super cute. And it takes advantage of the beautiful 2021 to 2023 in colors. So I've made these in 4 different in colors. And then on the back, I just added a little greeting. And you could put whatever greeting you want on the back, but this gives you an opportunity to just kind of put maybe a Bible verse, or if you have a favorite Easter greeting to put on the back of there. This one's from the A Wish for Everything stamp set. But this little bunny right here is from Easter Friends, and so is the greeting. So the front of this is all made with the Easter Friends stamp set, and it is so, so cute. I'll show you all of them in just a second. And I want to let you know my ordering special for the month. Last month we had celebration, and that's over with. But to kind of continue on the theme of celebration, I'm going to reward you this month. So for every $50 you spend with me this month, you're going to get a pack of my retired paper sent out to you. I have all different kinds of paper. You won't know which one you're going to get. It's going to be a surprise, but it's all the paper's been cut down to 6 by 6. There's going to be a minimum of 20 sheets. Most of the time there's going to be more than that in your little pack. And it's just going to be really nice, because if you spend $100 with me that month, or this month, March 2022, you're going to get 2 packs. If you spend 5, you're going to 250, you're going to get 5 packs, and so on. Or if you just want to spend $50, you can get 1 pack. And then also you'll get to choose one of my free with purchase tutorials. And I still have my little honeybee tutorial, and I have more than 80 others to choose from. And you can choose a tutorial even if your order is a little smaller. You just need to have a minimum of $15 to choose a tutorial. But I would say go for the $50 so you can get some of my paper. I just got, as my paper retires, I cut it up into 6 by 6 packets, so it's ready, because I do this once per year where I give out my beautiful designer paper. I want to get it into the hands where people can use it, and I find that 6 by 6 is such a great size to work with. I feel like people use the 6 by 6 size more because it's already kind of smaller, so you're not feeling like you're cutting into a big piece of 12 by 12. Anyway, I want to get started and show you my projects today. So this little holder, I'm sure it could hold other sizes of candy, but I specifically designed it to hold the Hershey's bunny. I found this pack at my local grocery store, so I'm sure they're pretty readily available. This one has 6 inside, and I found on the inside 3 different colors, but they're not evenly distributed. So I got more of the blue ones than I did of the other colors. So I got 2 of the pink, 4 of the, no, I'm wrong. 3 of the blue, 2 of the pink, and then I got 1 in this kind of greenish color. I think it's, yeah. You can kind of see it's in this pack right here. So they're not evenly distributed, So, but they look, I mean, they're all in pastel colors. So I think stamping them in these pastel colors here just works really well. This one's in pale papaya, soft succulent, polished pink, and fresh freesia. And the nice thing about doing them in the ink colors is they all have this matching ribbon. So it's very easy to just pick up the ink pad and then the ribbon, and then you're good to go, and you can make them in whatever colors you want. So that's what I designed it for. A Hershey bunny, just out of curiosity, if you're in a different country, when you tuck in the ends, the bunny piece is about 3 3/4 inches. It's about 1.5 inches wide, and it's got about 1/2 inch in depth. Okay, so if you want to find something that's similar to go in that, go for it. Okay, so for my email list subscribers, I'm going to have a project sheet on that will be sent out tomorrow, and it's got a little diagram to show you how to do the things. So once you're stamping, you're not thinking, where do I stamp this and where do I stamp that? So to get on my email list, just look in the description. It's down below in the video, and you can in the description of the video, and you can just click on that. If you're already on my email list, I continue to send these out every week. It's not a one-time deal with me. I know some email lists, like they'll tell you, oh, you'll get like a free something when you subscribe. Well, mine are continuous. So that's kind of cool that each week you're going to get a project sheet in the mail for one of my 3D projects. Okay, let's set these guys aside for the moment. Let's talk about the main products you'll need to make this holder. Easter Friends is so cute, and I've only used one of the animals. You could use another one. If you were using this little duckling though, you might want to center it a little bit higher in the frame. I designed it specifically to use the bunny though, because I'm putting bunnies inside the package, so it just made sense that it was a bunny I put on the inside. And there is the little Happy Easter I used. You could use one of these greetings on the back if you wanted to. Okay, then I am using, this is what I used on the back. So this is kind of a secondary thing. I used a wish for everything, and there's a greeting in here. It says, may the beauty of Easter fill your heart with hope. I thought that was a good one for the back. And then I use the scallop contour dies. I use the smallest one to cut out that little greeting. Okay, let's stick all of these aside and let's get started on our project, because it's easy. It's not too hard. All right, I've got a piece of basic white cardstock here. This is the regular weight, not the thick. You could use the thick if you wanted to, but guess what? You can use the regular one and it will work just as well. You're going to, the measurement is 10 inches by 2 5/8 inches. Put that long side up at the top and score at the 4 1/4 inch mark, the 4 3/4 inch mark, and the 9 inch mark. That's pretty easy, right? 4 1/4, 4 3/4, and then 9 inch mark. That's all the scoring we need to do. Then we're going to take this detail trio punch, and I love this punch because it's got two things that we need to punch on here. So let's take a quick look at our strip. Okay, so this is going to be the little flap that flaps over the top. It's the little 1 inch segment on the end. The other end does not have that. So find your 1 inch segment, and you're going to look for this corner rounder right here. I like to use this punch standing up, so I'll do that. And we're going to corner round just this end. Okay, so we get the nice kind of look of a flap. All right, so that's step one. And then we're going to fold this along the score lines. This will be the flap that flaps over, and this is the bottom. And I'm just using my bone folder. This just helps me crease that fold and make them nice and crisp. Okay, so I've got this, and I'm going to fold this over because I want to punch through both the front and the back at the same time. So make sure this is tucked all the way to the top, like that. See, it's not like this, it's all the way like that. Tuck it all the way in, and then bring that flap over, okay? And then we're going to work with this punch right here. It's like a circle punch, but it's a small oval. And I'm just going to slide this in. You might need to pinch this a little bit so it will slide in. Wiggle it a little bit. And you're going to try and find the center point approximately. If you look on the side right here, the flap just ends right here on right with this piece. So if you line it up like that, you should be pretty good. And then just give it a punch and see how this punched right through to the back. And that's what you want to do. So then turn it to the other side and kind of give it a little wiggle. Might need to push it down a bit. You don't want to ruin the bottom. And again, just kind of line it up with the edge of the flap there, and then give it a punch. Okay, so now we've got some little ribbon holes that will hold in the sides of this holder. All right, now we need to stamp this piece. So flatten it out. Okay. I like to punch it before I stamp it because now I know where my holes are. So when I stamp my bunny, I'm going to know exactly where to put it. Okay, so this one, let's do in polished pink because the polished pink is a really bright color and it pops really well. So let's grab this. And the nice thing, this bunny looks nice stamped in whatever color. If you want like a more natural looking bunny, maybe crumb cake or soft suede would look nice, or maybe even cinnamon cider. Okay, so I just tap that. And I'm stamping the bottom of the bunny just a little bit towards the right side. So I'm kind of keeping an eye on just being right above that score line. I'll show you in a second a little better. And I'm coming down right here. So you can see the flap is down here. I'm skipping this segment. This is the bottom piece. So I stamped the bunny just above the bottom, and the bottom of the bunny is a little closer to the right side than the left side on the bottom, but when it's up near the head, it's pretty much centered. Okay, so if you move the bottom just a little to the right and just have a look so that it's centered right there. Okay, then we're going to take our greeting, Happy Easter, and we'll stamp it on the flap. And if your bunny's facing this way, your Happy Easter is going to be facing in the same direction. And just stamp that right down there. Okay, in the same color of ink, just to keep it really, really easy. Okay, so now we're going to need to, well, first of all, we'll glue this together. And this flap is kind of a false flap because that's not the way your bunny's going to open. Now, if you want to have it open right there, you could put a piece of Velcro dot or a magnet dot to hold that down so it opens on this side. But mine, I'm intending to open it by the ribbon side. So I'm just going to glue this down with some Tombow. So I'll just put Tombow on this flap right here. Okay, and just make sure again the end of your strip is all the way up to the top near that fold line, and then just press that down. Okay, so you've got your little holder coming together like that. Then I'm going to take some matching ribbon, and let me get my ribbon scissors here. And I want about 11 inches is a good length to work with. If if you really want to be frugal, you can try and, you know, tie with a little bit less. But this gives me a chance to, you know, have fun cutting the ends however I want. So we're going to start off, just kind of put my hand inside here, and I'm going to feed this through the front, go behind the bunny, and then we're going to come out on the side right here. And as I'm doing this, I'll try and manipulate it so the ribbon stays pretty flat. Oops, you can see, so it stays flat inside of there. Okay, and then I'm going to come around, bring this all the way around to the back, and then go into the side. So you're flipping all around the side here and then coming into the back. And then you're going to come back out on this side, through the side. I think I'm making this look super complicated, but it really isn't. You can feed it however you like, but you will want to make sure that at least on the front you have it free going behind the bunny head. And if you want to put something on the back, it's nice to have this area free too. So you're going to kind of figure out how to do it so that the ribbon stays mostly on the inside and just kind of comes out on both sides. So then you're going to take your little bunny or whatever chocolate you're using. I'm just folding over this a little bit, and then we can tuck that on the inside. And I just kind of center it. It's got a little bit of room on either end, because what I also like to do is I like to cinch it a bit. So it's a little bit of pouchy. So you can see it kind of pinches it a little bit on that side. It makes it look kind of cute. And then we'll come over here on the side. And then we'll just tie a knot. On that side. All right, and then you can come in and just give this a little trim. So cute, right? And then these little jewels, if you want to add a little bling, and I'm told we should always add bling. So this little pack are the 2021-2023 in color jewels, and they have all the colors. There's one extra color that I didn't do the bunnies in. I didn't do them in Evening Evergreen. You could definitely do them in Evening Evergreen, but it's a darker green, and since we already had the soft succulent as a green, I figured we can skip having an Evening Evergreen bunny. And I'll just pop a little bling onto here, one small and one large, a little bling to catch the eyes of people. I think these would look so cute in a little basket. So for the back, I'm going to add a little greeting. Let me grab a piece of basic white scrap paper. We'll use the same ink pad color, polished pink, and then we're going to take this, tap, 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 and just stamp it right in the center. And if you had a punch, you could use it as well. But this month we have our mini Stamp and Cut Emboss machine on sale, and I'm trying to use it this month. We're going to use the smallest scallop contour die. And let's get out my little... Where did you go? I tucked it away. Okay. I usually have my bigger machine. Look how sweet and tiny this is. It's so cute. I just tucked it away under my table. All right, let's open this up. And I had a little trouble with mine at first, but I've figured out how to use it now. So one of the reasons my machine is really tight, and when you get yours, you won't know until you try playing with it what sandwich will work. So it says to use plate number 1 as your base plate. Well, my machine is way too tight for that. So I just switched out to the light gray, the number 3 one, and then I'm using my 2 clear plates, and that works just so much better. So we're going to take our little greeting, we'll take our little die and just kind of center it. I've got a little piece of Post-it note tape. I know I've shown that on here before. Or you can just use a Post-it note, the sticky part. This is labeling and cover up tape. And it just basically, it's Post-it note tape. It's the sticky part of the Post-it note, and it comes in a roll, so it makes it easier. So when I'm putting through something that has a really defined straight edge, if I can, it's always better to turn it so that the corner's coming through first. It just helps with the feeding purpose. So let's see how this does. Look how nice this cuts now. It's just so much easier than before. I'm glad someone told me to do that, and I was like, it was just amazing. Once I learned that I could use a different plate and it would work so well. Okay, so there's my little greeting. No problem running that through. Move this off to the side. Oh, okay. No one was hurt, don't worry. It slid off the side of my machine. The plates did. I was trying to put them down without using 2 hands. That didn't work too well. Okay, so let's do this. We'll just add this to the back. And you know what? If you really wanted to make it easy, the easy button, you could stamp just directly on here as well. So that would be an option. I just wanted to give it just a little bit more oomph. So if you had a punched shape, or this, doesn't this look cute? It's got those little dotted scallops, and that way it kind of brings a frame to that little greeting, but still it's not too crazy to add on there. There it is. So cute. You can make them in all the different in colors. And there's the little Hershey's bunny. Let's put them into camera view. There they are. So very simple, right? And like, wouldn't these, I just have this little white basket, but if you have like a little wicker basket and you've got some of that green grass, and you tuck them, you know, that kind of that cellophane grass or even paper kind of shredding, and you tuck them all into a basket, that would just make a really nice display, and you have all the different colors tucked in there. And then, you know, this looks so much cuter than just this package, right? But, you know, it's a bunny with a Hershey's bunny inside, so it makes a lot of sense as well. Okay, I'm coming back over to you guys, and I'm going to read off your comments in a second. If you're new to my channel, I hope you will subscribe to my channel. Please leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. Give me a thumbs up, and I would love that. If you have questions for me, please leave them down below. I do read my comments, and I try and reply to all of them. So I would love to hear from you. And if you subscribe to my channel, you can probably see a little picture of me in the corner of your video. If you subscribe to my channel, please don't forget to also click on the bell so you can get notifications for when I go live on this channel. I do go live twice a week. On Tuesdays, I go live on my Facebook business page. And then on Fridays, I always go live in YouTube. Both times are at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, I think I've talked about my free with purchase gift. Don't forget, for every 50 you spend in March 2022, I'm going to send you a pack of my retired paper that's been cut into 6x6 and packaged in a cute little cellophane bag for you. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Ellie and Carol. Looks like we've got some sunny weather in some places. Good morning, Deborah. Good morning, Birgit. Oh, a lot of people have sun this morning. That's so awesome. Good morning, Kelly. Kelly says the project's super cute. Thank you. And Ellie says she loves this. Hello, Karen. Good morning, Dee. Dee thinks the treat holder's cute too. And so does Karen. Good morning, Joyce. Ellie says, every year I think it is Lindt that sells little chick chocolates that just look just like the other stamp. Oh, well, I'll have to go have a look. I don't think I bought any Lindt bunnies this time. I just grabbed a bunch when I was at the store the other day just to kind of play with. And this was the first one that kind of came to me. I wanted to do something that was easy, something that everyone, probably in the US, maybe not outside the US, but I'm sure even in other countries, you can get a chocolate bunny, a flat chocolate bunny, or some Easter candy that will fit into that little pouch. So, I've got a little extra room. You could also extend this a little bit if you needed to, or shorten it a little bit if you needed to. But it's just a cute, really cute pouch. Yeah. I think it's cute anyway. And it's easy. That's the main thing. You can make a lot of them and not go crazy. Good morning, Nalita. Oh, I'm so glad you loved it. Dee says, I love the bunnies and the chicks and the ducks are so cute too. Great project for any of the three. Thanks for sharing. Well, thank you everyone for being here today. And if you make the bunnies, the little bunny packets, let me know and I'd love to hear from you. So have a great weekend and I will be back here next week. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.